It's time someone said it, and March Madness is the best time of the year as we currently just kicked off the weekend. And we're going to break it down very simply, starting off with the number one thing. Why March Madness is the greatest sporting event compared to everything is because of Cinderella story. And yes, you want to bring up the Loyola-Chicago's and Sister G. You want to bring up the FGCUs. You want to bring up any of those small teams that made it far with quite literally the odds stacked against them. That's why we watch March Madness. And for a Cinderella story, you want to see these big teams go down. That's what a Cinderella is. If you don't know what a Cinderella story, a team, essentially, it is when a higher seed that is not a top-ranked team, they're still obviously in the tournament, they go on and defeat the odds, go beyond what is expected of them. And that's why we love them. That's why we love to watch. We don't want to see the best team against the best team. Oh, 4 number 1 seeds are in the Final Four. Very fun. Sweet 16, I see 12th ranked, 10th ranked. I mean, hell, this year I got Gonzaga, who's ranked 8th, going to the Elite 8. But that is just part of why March Madness is so fun. And when we're talking about March Madness, you gotta bring up the brackets. And no one's ever gonna get it. Obviously, there probably will be 1 or 2 people that do thousands of brackets, but no one has gotten it since. No one has gotten it ever. Let me preface with that. And I will say the closest that I've ever gotten was, I think it was 2015 or maybe 2016. I got to the last game or 2 of the first day, and Michigan State, that was ranked number 2 at the time, messed it all up. They busted my bracket, pause, and that is what is so fun about it, because it's so unpredictable. It's what unites everybody. No one's going to get it right, so might as well talk shit to your friends that you're going to have a better one. Go in those pools, go in and drop all your brackets in there and just see how far you can get, because even the people that follow it day in and day out, they have no idea what they're talking about. Obviously, you can run as many stats as you want to, but at the end of the day, you just cannot capture the madness that happens in this tournament, hence the name March Madness. And whenever we talk about madness, it is synonymous with buzzer beaters. And I am a Nova fan. I know that seems weird. But when we won it in 2016 off a buzzer beater, it is the most electric shit you could ever ask for in a basketball game, let alone March Madness. And when we see a Chris Jenkins pull up buzzer beater, or any buzzer beater to say the least, it is show-stopping, quite literally. And I don't even know, just this year, we have the first day, we have multiple double-digit leads getting cut in half, getting cut and then losing. I mean, Alabama State put on a show, and they end up losing by 20-something. Or when you have teams that are going down, like St. Mary's against Vanderbilt, it's just so fun to see, because you don't know what's going to happen. You can go into the half, you can put all your bets in, you could be cool with your bracket, you're up 15 points. You come out of that 5 minutes in, and now it's a tie game. I mean, it's so unpredictable, and it's so fun. That's why it is so fucking fun. And obviously, we're not talking about athletes that are professional, that are making it to the NBA. We have some people that will go on to be great financial analysts. We are talking about people that don't have to worry about load management, because this quite possibly could be the last time they ever play basketball in a professional or semi-professional, whatever you want to call the NCAA. And it's not where it's a series, a best of 7. We have home court, we have to travel. None of that. The traveling, yes, maybe a little bit, but it is a one and done, baby. You win 6/7 games, you are etched into history forever. And that is why March Madness is the best, because it is the purest form of basketball that we can see. You have 18-year-olds to 20-something-year-olds that are just battling it out, that are throwing every single ounce of effort that they have into this game. And we don't really see that comparatively to the NBA, because the NBA is an 82-game series. Even when we get to the playoffs, you still have people load managing. We have people that are sitting out whole series because they know they can come in the next, and they can come in possibly the finals. There might not be another game in March Madness. It's one and done. And that's why it is electric. And that's why we see so many teams come back because of this. It's just how you want to watch basketball, because it is so. Now, when we look at it comparatively to the NBA Finals, like I said before, it's not a out of 7 series. You have to win 7, yeah, but it's not, okay, well, I can lose one, I can... No, you're done. You are done. And that's what I think is so nice when you compare it to the NBA. When you look at something like the World Cup, even in the World Cup, you have your group, and you can afford to lose the last game or whatever if you're seeded correctly. It takes some of the fun out of it, and for fans as well, with March Madness, you know it is going to be there's no like, oh, well, that game's going to be this, or that game's going to be boring or a blowout. Do you have assumptions? Yeah, sure. But you don't know. And I promise you, you wouldn't be saying that if you saw a number 1 ranked team get kicked one year, and then the next year, like, oh, number 1 ranked team again. Kansas, consensus number 1 before the season, they lose in the first round. I mean, we are talking about the unpredictable, and the World Cup kind of replicates a little bit of it, but there's no format that is quite like the March Madness tournament that we have. You want to compare it to football, you got playoffs, you got one and done there, but you also have a bye. So number 1 seeded teams don't got to play that first game, and that is huge. I mean, anytime you have to play a game, you have the option and or the possibility to lose that game. And if you're seeded first and you get to skip it, your percentage to go to the finals alone is just, it's probably like 15-20% just off that. And you got rest and things like that. So NFL, not really working. NHL, same thing with the series. It's comparable to the NBA. And then the World Cup is the closest thing that we get to it. The Champions League in soccer, maybe, but you still have your groups, and now we have the Super League type thing, rule, whatever. At the end of the day, whether it's just these kids balling out because it's the last time they ever play, the pure basketball that comes to play, or is the unpredictability of it, that is what makes March Madness. And I don't know how many times I could sit there and place a bet and be like, this one is gonna hit. Or I place my bracket and I sit there and I'm like, I really think I have a good chance this year. Because at the end of the day, I won't. I know I won't. And you probably won't either. Could you win some bets? Yes, sure. But that is why, 1, Vegas rakes in the money, and 2, it is so fun to watch. And if you guys think that March Madness is the best sporting event type thing in the world, please comment why. Or if you don't, comment against it. Why do you think one is better than the other? But if you liked how the video is set up, if you liked how it's structured, make sure you're subscribed. We're going to try something new, try and get more content out, less editing, so we can talk face to face like this. So, as always, it's been Studs.